All right, Week 9 NFL, a lot going on, obviously, and I got something here. I'm not going to take credit for this. This was sent to me by a buddy of mine. I'm sure it's floating around on the internet, but when I read it, I just kind of thought it really kind of sums up where we are right now. So basically, it's, so November is here. We have seen a lot of hate spewed in recent months about a man who is a constant winner and overachiever, and that's what the people who support him like about him. Yes, he's been caught in lies, twisted the truth, but he's still out there proving his haters wrong time after time. Some people are jealous of someone who is successful, powerful, has a lot of money. Throw in that he has a hot foreign model as wife, and they hate him even more. You may not have wanted him in this role, but he's there now, and there's nothing you can do about it. I know it's possibly going to get worse over the next several days, but like him or not, Tom Brady is really turning things around in Tampa. All right, Thursday night, Green Bay's in San Francisco. Are they even going to play this game? San Francisco's entire offense is basically out. You're down to Tom Rathman and J.J. Stokes at this point. Green Bay's going to win. There's just... I'm surprised. It's funny, if this had happened like in week 3 or 4, like before any of the COVID stuff started to hit, I feel like they would have just canceled. They would have postponed this game. But NFL's just like, we're playing the games. We're getting them in. We don't care what's going on. We're just getting these games in now. So, San Francisco obviously at a huge disadvantage. What are you going to do? Green Bay's going to win the game. Sunday. Early afternoon, Denver is at Atlanta. Broncos, nice comeback last week against the Chargers. Falcons, they're, now that they got rid of Dan Quinn, now they're live every week. I'll actually take Atlanta this week. I want to trust Drew Lock, but he's not there yet, obviously. And I just think, Atlanta's offensive weapons have, kind of been performing as of late, and I just, and once in a while Atlanta's defense will step up. Again, I don't care about this game; it doesn't matter who wins, but I'll take Atlanta this week. I probably picked against them every week, so I'll give Atlanta something this week. Seattle is at Buffalo. Bills got back on track. They beat New England. They're on, on pace to win the division. Seattle, look, Russell Wilson is amazing. He's going to be the MVP. This will be a great game. Seattle will win. Chicago is at Tennessee. The Titans, rough loss to Cincinnati last week. Now they go up against Bears defense. Bears defense is still good, but they're not consistent like they used to be. I'm going to take Tennessee in this game just because, Chicago's offense isn't going to scare anybody, and the Titans, they can move the ball. They've got better weapons. And by the way, if you haven't picked up Darnell Mooney for the Bears in your fantasy leagues, you need to go grab him. Him and Foles finally connected last week. Mooney scored about 18 fantasy points. But he's not going to be enough. But he's a deep threat. But I'll take Tennessee to win the game. Baltimore's in Indianapolis. I'll sleep on the Colts here. Somehow they're in the lead in the division. Is that right? They're in they're in second, right? Where are they? AFC. So I don't have this pulled up. Anyway, Indianapolis has been doing well. This game could be interesting. I'm gonna pick the Ravens to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts kept this game close. But I think the Ravens in the end, they're going to start putting it together here and go on a run to finish strong. Blah blah blah. I'll take the Ravens. Carolina's at Kansas City. The Chiefs, they're the best team. Carolina probably gets McCaffrey back, and that'll be a boost at least for fantasy. But as great as McCaffrey is, it doesn't translate into wins for Carolina. And they're playing the Chiefs, so Chiefs will win. Detroit's at Minnesota. Stafford is on the COVID list, but he could be cleared if he stays negative up until game day. Otherwise, you're looking at Chase Daniel. I'm going to take the Vikings to win anyway, even if Stafford plays, just because Dalvin Cook is ridiculous, and they still got Thielen and Jefferson to throw to, and Detroit's a team where a team like Minnesota can overcome mistakes that you're going to get out of Minnesota. So I'll take the Vikings. Giants and Redskins, again, I guess battling still for the NFC East. Giants were live last week against Tampa. They missed a 2-point conversion that would have sent it in overtime. Washington, of course, they've got a strong, D-line, so that'll be tough for the Giants. And listen, the problem with the Giants is Daniel Jones just makes too many mistakes. I mean, the turnovers and I don't know how many throws he missed the other night against Tampa, but he's just not consistent enough. Washington's going to be in his face. I'll take Washington to win this one. Houston's at Jacksonville. Jacksonville throwing Jake Luton out this week because Minshew is hurt. Texans coming off the bye as well. They've got better weapons. No one cares who wins this game. I'm going to take Houston. We got for late afternoon Sunday, you got Las Vegas at the Chargers. Man, Justin Herbert is unbelievable. And I've got him in a couple of leagues, and you just hope that he can keep it up. But a lot of people are like, oh, well, he's playing Denver, last week, and their defense is good enough, should slow him down. And for about a quarter and a half, that was true. And then he just went on a tear. And of course, his defense, ended up blowing the game. But he's going to be a special player. I mean, he's fun to watch, and that's what you like to see. This game, the Raiders. This is going to be a good game. I like I want to take the Chargers here, but you just don't trust them if it's a close game. I mean, they have like a ridiculously, they're like 3-14 in one possession games in the last year and a half, whatever it is, and it's just, I like Herbert too much. I'm gonna take the Chargers here. I think it's my better judgment. I'll take the Chargers to win that game. Pittsburgh's at Dallas. It's a shame. This could have been a great game. Obviously, these teams have long storied histories, and they only play every 4 years. They only play at the other stadium every 8 years. This is the only a third time this century Pittsburgh has come to Dallas. Well, not counting the Super Bowl, so technically the fourth time, but the third time they've come to play the Cowboys in Dallas. And listen, I mean, Jesus, Steelers are undefeated. I mean, they're. Listen, the Cowboys aren't going to win this game, and I'm actually going to pick against them this week because it's just, I don't know that I've ever done that, but at least for this thing. But the Cowboys, we're down to Garrett Gilbert. The guy's a fourth-string quarterback. We're down to a fourth-string quarterback, and Ben DiNucci just. Listen, the sidearm throwing just wasn't working. Just, they played admirably last week. They had some chances to maybe score a few more points and keep that game closer, but the season's over, and good because I don't feel like being interested in this. I don't want to be looking at a 2-6 team that would still have a chance. Nobody wants to see that. All right, I'm going to stop talking about it. Pittsburgh's going to win the game. I'm going against the Cowboys this week, so there you go. Miami's at Arizona. Tua, he got the win. His stats weren't impressive, but, he was able to make a couple plays. I don't know what happened with the Rams. They keep talking about the cross-country travel. I guess that's a thing. So now they're going in the opposite direction. Miami's going out to Arizona. I'll take the Cardinals here. They're coming off the bye. Kyler Murray's ridiculous. And defense should be able to keep good enough to keep Tua in check. I'll take Arizona. Sunday night game, New Orleans is at Tampa Bay. This is the NFC South right here. Possibly the number one seed in the NFC. Of course, only the one seed gets the bye this year. Again, is Michael Thomas going to play? Is Chris Godwin going to play? We got to do that dance for fantasy anyway. I know New Orleans won the game earlier in the year, but Tampa struggled against the Giants last week. I mean, this game is a toss-up, and Sean Payton finds a way to win the. I'm going to take New Orleans. I want to take Tampa, but Sean Payton just finds a way to win these games, especially to get Thomas back, because then their offense is kind of back on track. Tampa's throwing out Antonio Brown this week. Again, we'll see how that gels. The first game out. Tampa's defense is better, but I have a feeling New Orleans is going to win this game. I don't know. I'll take the Saints. And then Monday night, New England's at the Jets. On the one hand, you have one team, in last place in the AFC East, and now you got the other team that's, not far behind, and that team is the Patriots. The Patriots are not an awful team. The Jets are coming out of a bye, but they're just such a mess. I'm trying to make a case for New York to win this game, but I don't see how that's possible. I'll be rooting again. I'll be rooting for the Jets just for survival pool purposes, because we're going in another direction this week. But New England's going to win the game, so that's it. But there you go, Week 9 NFL. My kids' baseball season is done, so now I can just sit home and relax, like we're all doing, and watch football on Sunday. And Cowboys, whatever, it's a lost season, fine. We'll all move on, and then we'll see what happens there. And then there you go, Week 9 NFL.